Gonna eat pizza while I doing a stream. Gonna eat pizza while doing a stream. It tastes so good, I'm gonna eat it while I'm talking about art with all my people. Pepperoni and bacon from Domino's Pizza. Yeah. Who else is having pizza before we start? Yeah, Pizza Gang, right? I'm not even gonna do a fancy smancy opening. Jonathan86, welcome back. Top Champion Dog Owner, welcome back. Everybody, welcome back. Hope everybody's good. I'm eating pizza, yes. So, I hope you guys are having a nice pizza for Friday, or unless you do something else. But we're gonna talk about art while I eat my pizza. Okay. I know this is a little unorthodox, but I'm starving, and I figured, what the hell? We'll have fun with it. Okay. Real quick before I start, because I don't want to talk too much with my mouth open, because that's rude to you guys. And Michael and Luna are gonna laugh at me when they watch this back, because while I'm talking about art today, I will mention something. I've mentioned it before. It's called the rule of thirds. If you're a graphic designer, artist, whatever, photographer, one of the very first things you'll learn is rule of thirds. So like, if you have a picture, right? If you divide it into two lines equal spacing vertically and two lines equal spacing horizontally, where those lines intersect, because if you do two lines vertically, two lines horizontally, it'll cut your image into 9 pieces. And where those lines intersect is where like your eyes naturally are drawn to. So our eyes aren't naturally drawn to the center or something, it's drawn to like the corners. So you use the rule of thirds and you try to put your subject where those lines intersect if you draw those imaginary lines on an image. So now sometimes you don't have to do this as an artist. You might make a conscious choice not to follow the rule of thirds, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna have fun like ranking art tonight. So I'm gonna talk about colors. I'm gonna talk about design. I'll talk about composition. What special effects or layers, like special filters I might have added that I think were a good choice. So it could be a range of things. And my grading scale is S is like amazing. Absolutely, I wouldn't change a thing. And if there is something I'd change, I feel like it's nothing like worth, like it's so good that I can still give it an S tier. A tier is basically pretty much perfect, but there's still something holding it back. B tier is still solid, but there's definitely maybe 1 or 2 major things I wish were different. C tier is just average. C tier is basically where I put like all full arts to start off, and then I have to decide if are they worth getting a B or higher, or are they not good at all, and they actually deserve to be put lower. So C tier is basically where I start off with all full arts and golds. Jonathan's asking, is there a volcano in the background? Jonathan, good question. With this pincer, I think it's like, just cloud. Oh, you know, I mean, the way the clouds are forming like a triangular shape, it almost kind of reminds me of, you know, in Japanese anime, or actually just in Japanese life, how they do their the onigiri, you know, the rice things. It almost kind of reminds me of that. Like maybe they were trying to like make a, because he's standing out. He's actually out like is that a rice paddy in the background, like in the Japanese countryside? So this pincers, he's out by this tree in the Japanese countryside, looks happy, cheerful. He's got like a rice paddy in the background, and like the clouds almost form like a rice cake. You know, like that triangular shape. I mean, actually, that's a good point. And that's one of the reasons why I like talking things out with you guys, especially that. Like, I didn't even think of that until now, just talking with you guys. So I like it. I like the pincer. I think the artwork's cute. I think actually having the thicker line style for this piece was a good choice. A different choice. Colors are vivid. Love the colors. It's not necessarily following the rule of thirds because of where the pincer's placed, but it's still very cool to me. So I'm gonna give it maybe there's a couple of minor things I changed, but I'm gonna give it right now a solid B+. And that's the thing too, guys. When I do my tiers, I try to go from like higher in the tiers, like B+, lower is like B-. Okay, so there is like a scale to these things with me. Also, if you want to make your own tier list, I made this setup. If you check the description of this stream, you click the link. It'll bring you to this tier maker website, and you can follow along if you want to and make your own tier list. So, and then what's cool about tier maker, right? If you haven't used it before, is it should let you save like a PNG or a JPEG of your list when you're done, so then you can share it with other people if you want to do that. So that's completely up to you. But pincer is great to me, and I would definitely keep it upper B tier. Kimberly, welcome in. I know you're getting pizza too, and glad we could talk over email. A dog owner says that's where the player gets the syrupy apple to evolve Applin into Diplin. Ah, yes, right. All right. Let's go to the next piece of artwork here. We have the Sunflora. I've seen this pulled recently from Mask of Change box, not ours today, but from another box. I actually kind of like it. It's not my favorite. I wish there was a little bit more different colors. I mean, I know the artist made a conscious decision here to use like more blue hues and things like that. And I do appreciate, and I'm going to give them points for great details in the foreground of the image. Like if you look in the bottom part of the card, you can almost see like the outline. I think that's like the Japanese ramen soda. Like you'll see those in animes, or if you've ever been to a Japanese noodle shop here in America, or a place that just serves ramen, or like a hibachi place, a lot of times behind the counter, or if you ask your waitress, if you ask for ramen soda, that's what you'll get. So, I like the Japanese traditional kind of back, like neighborhood in the background. And, or soju. Oh, yeah. And again, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to talk too much with my mouth full, so I'll try to keep my mouth like closed. But overall, I do like this image. Do I think it's S tier? No. Do I think it's A tier? No. But do I think it deserves to go down to C tier? No. I think it's in B tier. This position might change. I think it'll be more like middle B tier. I'm not upset with it. I think it's a nice artwork, right? So let's move on to the third one, and I'll try to have a good pace here, you guys. This one I do like. It's not my okay. Again, when I go through these artworks, we're gonna have some disagreements with like personal style and things, and that's okay. So I do like that the artists use very crisp colors. The line work, the lines are also very crisp as well. The little Applin is adorable, or is that the evolution? I always get them confused, and I apologize, but I do like it. And you even got like the little Squovets in the foreground. Oh, it's Diplin. Okay, Diplin. All right. So, I like it. Again, I think I have to. I kind of put it in the middle of the pack, maybe like B tier. Again, I give it props for the colors. Great colors. A little bit of Pokemon here, Pokemon there. So I'm gonna give it B tier. I actually like it a little bit more than the Sunflora, a little bit. Let's go to the next one, and you guys can feel free to share your grades as I go. Like, I know in the chat sometimes you guys are like, oh no, C or D. Oh god, Luna, what are you upset about? What? That should get an A, Cactus. Yeah, okay. By the way, welcome to my mukbang. By the way, that's not a dirty word. That literally just means like an eating stream. It's literally like a Korean word. But we're gonna go to the next one, Luna. I apologize. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about this Pokemon or this artwork. I mean, I appreciate what this artist is trying to do and give it like a little story. And I kind of like the faded colors. They feel a little bit like kind of like sepia tone fade to me, but it's just not my favorite Pokemon. I feel like it could have been better. Me personally, my gut is telling me right away, I'm gonna put it in my C tier. So, like, C tier, again, is average. Like, that's where I'm gonna start off all the full arts and the gold cards. It's when I get into D tier that I definitely have some serious problems, and F tier is just like I hate it. And there are times where I'll put cards in F tier that I just dislike. I just don't like them at all. This card, I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm gonna give it C tier. All right, let's keep moving on. I'm hoping that we have good pull rates and that Twilight Masquerade looks good. I've only spoiled myself with 2 videos today. I watched Unlisted Leafs opening, and I watched like a few minutes of. I tried to watch a few minutes of Leonhardt, but then I had to just like stop. So I think the Poltergeist, is it Poltergeist should be an F tier. Oh, okay. So it's Poltergeist. Just some weird names too. We got Torkoal. Okay. I like Torkoal. I think it's a cute card. Do I think it's S tier? No. Do I think it's like A tier amazing? No. Again, I feel like I'm getting a lot of like B feelings with some of these artworks. I'm gonna put it in B tier. A little higher than Sunflora and the Diplin. I think it kind of goes up there. Higher B rank with my friend Pinsir right up here. Wow, Luna, you are rough. You're tough. But I really enjoy the colors of this piece. The Torkoal looks cute. There is a little story here going on. I like that there's stuff going on in the foreground with all the pottery and everything. And how basically like Torkoal's being used as like the flame source for this kiln to bake off all this pottery. So I think that's kind of funny. Safe to all, welcome in. I'm eating some pizza while we're talking art. Safe Salaz, you've been a member. Happy anniversary. You've been a member here for 3 months. Welcome back in. Hope you're good on this beautiful Friday. But so yes, I'm gonna keep Torkoal at a B for now. I think it deserves to be there, and that's it. Yeah. Okay. Infernape, right? Infernape. I think we know where this is gonna go. Okay, spoiler alert. For me, it's not S tier, okay? But it's very, very high A tier. I think great work with the colors. The colors are absolutely fantastic, okay? Composition with it kind of in that fighting pose and how the fire swirls around him is fantastic. His eyes look amazing. The texture on like his fur, if you look right below his eye, that eye there, you can almost see how like they scored their like coloring a little bit to kind of give the feeling of texture, and they do that all throughout his body. And I think they did a great job with that. So the blues pop so great on this card. The reds, all the tones pop so great. So definite A tier, hands down for me. And this wasn't even my starter back in this generation. I don't remember ever choosing going the Infernape route, but I gotta give this card props. It's good. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. Frostlass. I'm not even going to look at chat yet, because this might divide some people. But Frostlass is D tier for me. It's almost F tier. Almost F tier. Hey, what? I love this. Okay. Luna, you and I like very different things sometimes. Sometimes we agree. This is one instance where we don't. There's a problem I have with this card. Okay. Some of the things look great, okay? But I can't shake this feeling, guys, that the more I look at this card, the more I feel like a bunch of it was AI generated. Like, there's certain things I pick up on, like when I've looked closer at this card, like me myself, like off stream, like, and the art very closely. There's parts of it that feel AI generated. You can just kind of, I'm not saying I don't have like irrefutable proof that it is, I don't, but there's just a certain smudginess or a certain quality to it, a certain lack of detail in certain parts that I don't understand. Like when you look really close at certain parts of this, like the Frostlass's body, like the Frostlass's face, like there's a certain blurry quality to it that I'm like, I don't know. It just, and overall, it feels a little bit too generic-y. Like they're, I don't know, like just have Frostlass open a door. I don't know. It feels like there definitely could have been more here. I feel like this artist could have been pushed further than this. So that's why it's D tier. No, excuse me, sorry if I... Now, okay. There's Manaphy, and then this is the one before it, right? I actually really like this a lot. I know it's very simple, but the more you look at it, you can see like all the Whalmers and stuff. And, all the little textures and the bubbles and everything, and the way the light is coming in from the like the surface of the water. I think this will end up on the lower part of A tier, but I respect it in its like simplicity. Sometimes there's beauty in keeping things simple. If you ever watch The Office, there's the acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid, and sometimes that pays off really well, and I think that does here. But I just want to say, I think this will end up probably on the lower end of A tier, but I think it deserves to be an A tier. So. Oh, we got Pokeball Mike coming in.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that ranking, Mike?
We got, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Okay. Hey, we got our first F tier today. Did you guys think I was gonna go F tier? Do I really have to explain why this is F tier? I hope not. I hope not. The foreground is so blurry. The background is so blurry. Like my eyes have a hard time. My eyes, I know I have screwed up. My eyes are a little screwed up. I know. I've told you guys that story. But no, I'm eating pizza. Sorry. And I don't like it as well. Yeah, top champion dog owner. Okay, again. I told you guys, I'll have a personal bias, right? So, I don't really like Cramorant. I think the blurry filter for both the background and the foreground was a poor choice. I just got new glasses this week, and this gives me old glasses feels. Yeah, right? So, I just think this card... I'm not going to say it's an unmitigated failure, but I'm putting in F tier because I feel like there were so many mistakes in this card that just added up, that just led to this result. And I would have said to the artist, no, I don't like this blurry filter. Not only does it, like, it's not good for, like, people don't... I don't know. It's just not. It's not good for the colors. It's not good for the focus on the actual the character, which is the focus, which is the Cramorant. Like that's the subject of the photo. It's just not. I don't like it. No. Okay. Now is this somebody help me out with this? Is this there's Helioptile And then is this Heliolisk? Now this reminds me of, I used to work at an aquarium, and I remember watching, we got to watch a free IMAX film every month because I was a volunteer there. And I remember during this IMAX film, they actually showed very slow motion of the lizard that's able to run across the water, which was, on an IMAX screen, was crazy. Like, how they're able to run across the water like that. Heliolisk. Okay, so I was right. I actually kind of think it's derpy, but it's kind of fun. So I like the colors. It's sharp. I like the effects. There's another Heliolisk in the background, also with its mouth open, like, I don't know. It's just kind of fun. But, I don't know. I feel like it's fun, but no. Okay, so, all right, well, I was gonna be generous and put it like low B tier, but maybe we'll argue for high C tier. So we'll say C+. I like it. I appreciate it. It's funny, good colors, sharp, but I think it could have been a little better. I'll be nice and give it high C tier. There we go. How about that? All right. Oh, we just pulled this today. We just pulled this today from the Mask of Change box, and I got to see this in person. It's in my baggie off to the side. I like this a lot. I like this card a lot. I'm gonna give it, is it S tier? No. Is it A tier? I don't know, guys. I really like this one. I saw it I've seen it in person here. I really like this one a lot. I do. For me, I'm gonna put it low A tier. I actually think it's right above. I think it's gonna end up being low A tier with this guy here. I just really like it. I like the colors. I like the story of how it's diving in. Like a cormorant in real life, which are diving birds that go after a fish by diving into the water. And I'm guessing that they use their little bits of electricity to probably shock their prey, to then grab it and then fly out of the water. I don't know. I like it, guys. I know it's kind of boring for some of you, and I get it. I completely get it. And I see where you're coming from. But I like the bubbles. I like the effect of like the churning of the waves on the top of the water there. You can see in the top left. I also like that the camera for this image is slightly at an angle when the artist did it at an angle, kind of. So yeah. All right, so that's where I'm gonna keep it at, guys. Is this Chimeco? I'm gonna need help again, you guys. Is this? I'm pretty sure this is Chimeco or Chimeco. Yeah, we got J&J, Pokemon Ontario, Chi-Chi. Yo, what's poppin'? Says thanks to Legend who gifted me. J&J, that was probably Lasse earlier. Okay, Kimberly says it is yes. Okay. Another AI. You think this one was AI generated? Maybe? Or AI assisted? Interesting. Okay, am I seeing C tier? I'm seeing S tier. I'm seeing D tier. Luna says S tier. I'm gonna apologize in advance because we're gonna differ on this. I'm not a huge fan of this Pokemon to begin with. I also think that the artist had a thankless task, because what do you do with Chimeco? Chimeco's a chime Pokemon, right? And traditionally in Japan, you know, they hang the charms, the thingies in the, like, outside their homes for like the wind chime, whatever. So I mean, the artist really was kind of they had their hands tied behind their back. Like, what else can they do? Like, they can only do, like, they can put the chimes like just like how it is, because so you see what I'm saying? Like, they can't do anything else with it. It's just got to be like where it's supposed to be. So I don't know. I do like that the focus. I'm giving it a C tier because I do like I agree with, I think Marshall saying that there is a focus on the Chimeco here, right? So I do like that it's in clear focus, and then the other ones are blurred out. This is actually the blur effect done correctly. The Cramorant was done crappily. This is done correctly. So that's why this is a C tier and not an F tier with that one. So, yeah. Okay. Now, this one I'm very, very, very mixed feelings about. Let me start you off with saying, before everyone starts saying their grades in the chat, I'm not a huge fan of this Pokemon. I'm not. Enamorous, right? I'm not a huge fan of this artwork. I think it's a little crazy, and not crazy in a good way, like the Giratina alt art or like the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. No. I'm just like, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like somebody doing a concept art for some new Nickelodeon show was like, hey, you're known for this style of Nickelodeon, you know, weird animated, kind of haphazard animated show, but that's like your style. So like, can you do an Enamorous in that style? And that's what happened. So it feels, yeah, guys, I'm putting it in C tier. So I basically explained, I'm gonna give it props for the colors are great. I kind of got to give them props for trying a different style, even though I'm not a big fan of it, but it's not my bag. It's not. I don't like Enamorous either, says Marshall. Jonathan86 says, reminds me of Valentine's Day. Marshall says also that it's like traditional Japanese tattoos. Are they like that? Like more thinner lines with more strong color? Okay. That's because those are Shinji Kanda arts, the new Go. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to... Okay. We're moving on to the Hisuian Growlithe. Hisuian Growlithe for me is pretty high. Well, it's on the higher end, right? I think I'm going to put it... Okay. Who's the trainer? Okay, so I think I was originally gonna put it in A, and I think that's where I'm gonna put it for now. Let me just put it up there for now, and let me explain. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know if it's as good as the Infernape in my opinion. I think the Infernape is pretty badass. The trainer is Perrin, like Top Champion Dog Owner said. So this one has to go with Perrin. And here's my problem though. The Perrin is goated, right? Most SIRs are goated, right? And I know this matches the Perrin card. I know it's in the camera lens. I got it. I got you guys. But let me just talk about the Growlithe itself. I do like the angle. It's not following the rule of thirds. I know Mike and Luna will be laughing at me here, but the whole focus of this image is to show that like she was taking the picture of the Growlithe, so that's how she's taking her picture. So I get it. Also, of course, the Growlithe looks great. Looks derpy, happy. The colors of him look good. The lighting looks good. And keep in mind also, this is a regular art rare, and I still feel like this artist definitely brought it. Like they wanted it to, I think, like match the SAR as much as they could. So that's what almost might pull it ahead for me. Now that I think about it, like even the background really, really matches up nicely. I think I'm gonna have to put it S tier for now, because I think when the Perrin's with it, it really has to, like, the two are peas in a pod. You really gotta, I think I have to evaluate them almost together because they are so intertwined together. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go to the next one. This is painful. Why does this get an art rare? As you guys know, if you're not okay, if you're new to the channel, you don't know, but if you're not new to the channel, you know one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time is Nosepass, okay? And this is Probopass. and Probopass gets an art rare card. I'm just like, I'm confounded because, okay, F tier for me. I want to give it F tier. I so badly want to just move on, but I gotta be honest with you guys. The artist did a good job with like all the characters and stuff in the background and the Lotad and the little Starlies. This hurt. Like, I want to keep this in F tier, but I feel like I'm doing a disservice at least to not credit the artist for like actually doing a good job with like the mom and the daughter on the left side and like the little birds around the Probopass at the top with the umbrella. And the Boltund running with the jogger. Like, there's so many good, and the Bidoof. I have to give it at least D tier. I can't let it just be, and I have to give it high D tier. All right, because I have to give some credit to the artist for this, even though how much I hate Probopass and Nosepass, because they put so much effort into this. So, Pokemon Company, if you ever watch this, whoever this artist is, give them another chance and give them a better Pokemon. I can't see who this is. Is this? I don't know, but give them another chance and give them a better Pokemon because they'll rock it. Because, I mean, guys, even look at the detail of the tree in the background. And there's buildings in the background. If I look further back there, I mean, just... okay. Yeah, the Bidoof butt, S tier. Yeah. Mimes Golden Go, yuck. Yeah, it's your favorite. Stop the cap. It's not. Stop the cap. I gotta get the soundbite for that. Is this... Okay, so there's Timber, there's Conkeldurr, and is there a third evolved form, or is it only 2 evolved forms? I'm gonna give this... I'm gonna put this right away in... I'm gonna put this right away in upper C tier. I think they did a great job. Is it... Oh, it's Girder. So is it... So is there Timber, Girder, and Conkeldurr? Is that what the 3? Okay, Girder. Okay, got it. Missed opportunity with only the 2 forms. So I'm gonna put him in high C tier. I'm giving props to the great angle. Great work on the colors. I like all the people and the story being told here. And is that the Conkeldurr in the background? So, like, even that's a nice detail. So, and like, maybe they're getting, so they're getting ready for like a lantern festival or just a festival period. Because you see them, yeah, all the lanterns in the background, probably setting up like stalls or something. Timber, Girder, Conkeldurr. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right. But so I'm going to leave it C tier, guys. That's where I'm at. And again, if you want to do your own tier list and share it with me later on the Discord, I see most of you guys are members, so you're green. So I will try to remind myself to set out a new link for the Discord either later tonight or tomorrow. So, I mean, join the Discord, and then maybe you want to, in the lounge, you can share your tier list. And I have the link for the tier list in the description. You can click that link, and you can make your own tier list and follow along if you want to. Let's go to the next one. Is this Lairon? I like it. I do. Is it S tier? No. Is it A tier? No. Is it B tier? Yes. I think it's B tier for me. I like it. I think it goes above the Torkoal. I'm putting it above the Torkoal, but right below the Pinsir. I kind of like it wedged in there. Upper B tier. I like the colors. I like the story with all like the garbage. Is it eating the metal? Is there lore to Lairon? Does Lairon eat metal? Is it a Pokemon that eats metal? Is there like gym equipment in there? There's boxes, there's nuts, there's bolts all over the place. Is that like a mirror reflection back there? I like it. I know some people, okay, you guys are feeling more towards the C range. I get it. I can see where you guys put it down a little lower, for sure. Okay. But it does follow my rule of thirds. All right. Sven says E. Sin. By the way, Sin, I think you're newer to the channel. Welcome in. Sim says or like meh. I don't know. All right. So let's go to the next one then. So we're close. We're all close with each other on how we feel about this one. So kind of B, C tier. All right. Now, this is the Applin. Now, does anyone else get reminded of Hi-Ho Cheerio or like what's that game you played as a kid? Yeah, is it Hi-Ho Cheerio with all the like the cherries, right? So maybe they don't have that game in Japan, but man, I get those vibes from this, and I know they're apples, I know, but I don't know. Does anyone else get those vibes for Applin? I love the colors. I love the background. I love the little bucket with the apples in it, and there's an Applin in the bucket. And the other Applins probably looked like the one. I love the Applin that's like upside down on the right side of the image. Like he's like that actually is a humorous touch that they put in there. Applin is B tier. I don't think it's S tier. I'm fighting between if it's like A tier. And I don't even really like Applin. I don't, you guys. And I don't even think this card's gonna be worth much. It's probably gonna be one of those art rares that you can pick up for like $1.50, you know? So I'm not grading it based on like, sometimes I think value can have an effect on my rating. It can, okay? But I don't know. I like the colors. I like the detail. I like the texture. Like really, look at the leaves. Look at the texture and the shading on the leaves on the lower part of the tree. Like, and the reflection on like that little sheen on all the apples and Applins. I think that's really cool. Only so much you can do with an apple tart. Yeah. I like the tree, the Pokemon, meh. Yeah, okay. And I agree with you. I'm gonna give it, I'm struggling, guys. I think I'm gonna give it, I think I'm gonna give it. Is it better? Leyron, yes. Is it better than the Pinsir? I don't know. I think I put it here. I think I'm towards the high end of B tier. I don't know if it goes up into A though, because it's got to beat the Pinsir, and the Pinsir's I don't know. It's a cute one. I like it. Where's your god now? Ask. Where's your rule of thirds? Yeah, I know, right? Marshall, you know my rule of thirds. You've been here before for these. You know this. All right. Now let's talk about the next one. So after Applin, we've got, what do we got? It is the, okay. Let's just go ahead and I pulled this today. Now I wiped off my hands on this napkin here. So I can check this out. Geodude won the members battle for this box. And I can see, I have it right here. You see this? So I have it. And I think it's great. I think it's funny. I think it's fresh. Like, I kind of respect that they just went, you know what? I'm going to do flat colors, and I'm just going to go with it. It almost, in a weird way, it's almost kind of like nostalgic. Like, it's going back to like old school, I don't know, like old school thicker line animation or something. Hey, Cactus, how you doing this evening? Says John. John, welcome in. John Gang. S tier says Pokemon top champion dog owner. Now, I don't know for me if it goes all the way into S tier. I like it a lot. I do. I really do. But I think it goes high in A tier, right by my friend Infernape. I'm going to put it right below Infernape because I still think Infernape has a little bit of an edge. A little bit. Okay? So I'm putting it high A tier, right below my friend Infernape, and right above my Wattrel. Even though I like the Wattrel, I do think this has an edge because, again, I don't know. I think the artist just had the balls to just go with what they wanted to do for this, and I respect him for it, you know. And I think we got a really nice, kind of fun new card out of it. So yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. Next one. We got the Chansey at the Pokemon Center. This does follow the rule of thirds because if you look at the if you do 2 lines vertically, 2 lines horizontally, the Chansey is right in where the crisscrosses are. The Snorlax, sleepy in the background, is hilarious. The Blissey at the counter, all excited. The Ditto walking in the bottom left corner. The Psyduck that's like probably just came in for a headache. Oh, and I just noticed the Bellsprout. Okay, the Bellsprout on the right side of the image. I do like this one a lot. Again, more simple colors here, but I like it. Oh, okay, we're getting it looks like you guys are split on this one. I haven't fully decided in my mind yet. It looks like you guys are split A or S tier. I do think it's either S or A tier. So I'm with you guys there. I just have to see. Is it better than the Watch Roll? Yes. Is it better than the Tatsugiri? I don't know. I don't know if it's better than Tatsugiri for me. I'm gonna put it up here, A tier. It's toward like high to mid A tier. I do like it a lot. I do. So I think I'm gonna put it there. I wish I had a little less yellow. I do agree with that. I wish there was I wish the floor, yeah, wasn't so like mustard yellow, like almost as it like I'm trying to think back to the Pokemon Center in the anime. I don't think like it didn't have that kind of yellowish color like when Ash washes it, or when he first walks into the Pokemon Center, it's like, you know, just the gray tile background. I almost think that it had more of a gray or white tiled floor tiles, that maybe it almost would have made the colors of the Pokemon pop more, which then would have sent it definitely into S tier. So that's offensive to Psyduck. Marshall, what did Marshall say? If we just had a splash more pink, it'd be S. Yeah. It's a contrast to the pink Chansey, yeah. And, okay, I'm not a formally trained artist, so I don't know, like, the color wheel off the top of my head. But if you guys have ever heard of the color wheel, I know sometimes a lot of artists will refer to the color wheel, because you can either use, like, complementary colors, or artists are trained to use contrasting colors. But sometimes there's certain colors that don't mix as well, so artists won't use them together. So I think maybe that could be one of that. So anyway, A tier, we're good. I think we can all be happy with that. Let's move on. Oh, okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know where this is going. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know where this is going, right? Please tell me you know. Please tell me you know where this is going, right? Okay. I think we all know where this is going. like, right? I mean, like, where else is this gonna go? Great colors, great texture on all the EVs. Like, even there's an overall texture filter to the whole image that's fantastic. I mean, guys, even look at the roses, or I'm sorry, I don't know my flowers. The tulips in the windowsill, and you can even see the detail on the trees outside the window, for God's sakes. And then, like, you can see the artist, like, knew about, you know, definitely didn't ignore the reflections on that leathery material on the chair. It's just so good. So good. And I see people start... Oh, I see Marshall dropping the Leafeons. Yeah. Only thing would be better would be a second card after they evolved. Okay, Kimberly. Great point. I almost wish that... I'm hoping that... hold on. I just have to blow my nose real quick. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I don't have, like... Okay. So, alright, guys. So, real quick. Kimberly makes a good point. And, yo, we got Chocolate coming in here. Chocolate says, yo, what's going on, Chocolate? Just talking about some, the new art coming up in Twilight Masquerade. I know you already know. I know you're going to be hunting after, like, the parent and stuff. But, so, I think... Okay, don't quote me on this. But I truly believe Pokemon would be stupid not to. We've talked about this. There's going to be an Evolving Skies 2.0. And I think that what they're going to do is there's probably going to be art rares again of, like, the evolutions. And I think they should do ARs, regular art rares of the evolutions, and then SIR versions of them. I think that would just go nuts. Right? It would just go nuts. So that's my hypothesis. That's my belief that you will see more art rares again of these of the evolutions, because they're so good. So
emotional damage. Bruh.
I don't know what to do with this. Okay. Normally, guys, you know how I said I'd start my full arts on C tier? This goes down to F tier. I don't get it. I don't... Like, okay, I know it's a newer Pokemon. I get it. But I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. You know, you get it? Like, I'll be chasing the Carmine and the Perrin and the Greninjas. Yeah, I've seen the Greninja. I saw Pocket pull it out of one of his Japanese boxes. It was Pocket, right? No. That was Ben who got the box from Pocket and got that card. That Greninja does look pretty sick. I'm not a huge Greninja fan, but I know people will be chasing that card because I think it's pretty playable too. The avocado Pokemon, right? I mean, like what? Like you know what? Have you ever heard of, in Japan, they do like matcha, like ice cream or matcha pudding or whatever. They flavor things with matcha, and people say matcha tastes almost like grass, or like the way grass smells after you cut it. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. So let's move on. Okay. I don't hate the Ogerpon mask forms, but I'm not a big supporter either. So, I'm gonna start full arts at the C tier, and I have to decide, is it good enough to go higher, or is it bad enough to go lower than C tier? Okay, so this is the teal mask Ogerpon. Yeah, teal mask. Thank you, Top Champion. I know you were helping me earlier on the earlier stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you guys. I think... No, you know what? Let me keep it in C for now, because there's not really much here to talk about. I do like the colors. I don't think it's bad enough to get pushed down. I like the background. The background that's kind of silvery, diamond, white color. Or like, I recently used this color in my mom's house called Greek Villa. It kind of almost has a little bit of gray, a little tinge of like silver blue mixed in. That it does actually help the colors pop. So I'm gonna keep it in C tier. I'm just gonna put it actually at the bottom for right now. So that's where it's gonna be. Mag Cargo. Mag Cargo. Terra type. This maybe is going to be a little bit... I don't really like Mag Cargo. I actually do like the colors of this, you guys. I really like the really strong reds, the oranges, the violets, the kind of sunset oranges in there too, and the blood oranges in there. There's even a little bit of the yellow because of his eyes and how they pop. Wow, you guys don't like this. All right, so I'll go with you guys for this one. I'll put it in D tier. I'll put it low. I actually... Okay, and this is another thing. I think we're probably going to pull a bunch of these, and it's going to be worth like $1, $1.50, if that, right? Because I don't think it's playable, from what I understand. So we'll just put it in D tier. So I'll go with you guys for that one. Okay. All right, so now, Top Champion Dog Owner, help me out with this one. Is this the Hearth Master? Hearth Flame Mask. There we go. Hearth Master. Hearth Flame Mask Ogerpon. Okay, so again, if I start with C tier, has it done enough to go up to B tier? I don't think I can argue for that. It is kind of nice. The colors are nice, yes. You know what? It kind of reminds me of those in Japan, Japanese culture. Okay, there's those obi masks, which are like basically like the demon masks, where they have those like the teeth like this with like the kind of like dragonish face. B for sure, says Hitmonlee. Okay. Wow, people are definitely really digging more of the color, so giving more of the props. But you know what? This is my list. So you guys make your list and put it in B, but I'm putting it in C with my other mask here. They might all go here together. I don't know. We'll see. I might change it up. Daddy's Home says Limpy. Limpy, I hope you got all your Legos put away. Did you get all your Legos put away? Or am I going to step on one and then I'm going to yell at you? Yo, we got the Palafin full art. Palafin full art. And Limpy says he didn't put all of his stuff away. Damn it. Damn it, Limpy. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. All right. Chocolate says C or B. Let me think about this. I like it. Yes. Yes. Yes, better. Yes, better. Yes, better. Yes, better. Yes, better. I like it more than pretty much all of these. So, is it better, though, than these art rares as I get into B tier? No. I think I'm going to put it in B tier, low B tier, though. Low. Here's why. Cool special effect in the background. Great colors. I actually think the colors kind of make the blues and like that maroon on the Palafin's chest pop. If I had to change the colors, though, if I was working alongside the artist, I might have said, okay, the reds and oranges, kind of an interesting idea, but I might have pushed the artist to go more like pink, maybe even like a light purple to make it pop more. You know what I mean? Or almost maybe even like a no, I can't. If I did gray or silver, it would go too much with the blue. So I think I could probably push the artist towards like a lilac or like some kind of light shade of purple would pop. But I'm gonna keep it low B tier because I do think it's nice. All right. We're getting into the. Okay, is this the first SIR? No, wait. Oh no, this is a full art. I'm sorry. This is not an SIR. This is the last masked version. Which I don't really... I actually think I kind of prefer the other two. Honestly. Wellspring Mask. Ogerpon. Thanks, Top Champion. Alright, so... Guys, I'm gonna cut it quick here. And I'm just gonna put it with the other masks in C tier for me, so they're all kind of grouped together. It's not my... I actually like it least of these three. I do. It's not my fave. Oh, Luxray. Okay. Like I said earlier, I only saw like a few minutes of Leonhardt's video where he opened a box of Twilight Masquerade. I saw him pull this. Spoiler alert. There you go. Well, now you're spoiled. But I saw him pull this in like one of the early packs, and it looked pretty legit. It looked pretty clean. I thought it looked pretty clean. So I think it's definitely better than C tier. But does it earn its way up to an A tier for a full art? I don't think so. But I thought it was. I have to say, I thought it was pretty clean, pretty sweet, and I did like the effect in the background as well. I do like some of these effects, these newer like patterns that they're using in the background for these full arts. So I'm gonna give my Luxray boy. I'm gonna put him ahead of Palafin, and I think he's gonna go nicely right next to Sunflora up here. Like the blues, they feel like they slide. It slides right in there. So yeah, I like it. My boy, I haven't used him in any of my decks that I've tried. I think some people are trying to experiment with this with Iron Thorns, but with Gojira, as some people would say. And I do really like. I'm partial to the future background. I really like it, like that kind of circuit board, like. It looks almost like a circuit board or like a knitted background, but it's colored blue to make it look like it's like almost like electronic circuitry, right? That's why I keep saying like a computer, like a motherboard or like a circuit board, right? Wait, Chocolate saying B, then C, then like the colors, low B. So Chocolate, where are you, Chocolate? where are you? Where are you on the chart here? Where are you saying? Because honestly, I'm thinking I like it a lot more than these other full arts, the Ogerpons. I like it more than some of these art rares over here. By the way, if I'm pointing over here, it's because I have my two screens. I have you guys here in the camera. I have my main screen, and then I have my screen with my ranking list off to the side here. Low B. Oh, he's laughing. Okay. I do think it deserves B too, but I think it's gonna. I don't know if it's better than the Palafin though. So you guys probably aren't gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna put it behind the Palafin. I think the Palafin actually is a little bit. I don't know. I feel like the green and blue actually match a little bit better here. I'm gonna put it above the Palafin. I think it goes there. Yeah, I think it goes there. Limpy says also B minus. Oh, I mean, it's definitely on the lower B tier. That's for sure, guys. I'm definitely there. I definitely agree with you there. All right, now we have the Screamtail full art. Okay, let me start off right away by saying in Temporal Forces they introduced that sandy background, like for Sandy Shocks and for like for the legendary doggos, right? I'm not a huge fan of this background pattern, like this kind of sandstone whatever pattern. I think also that the colors clash too much with the Screamtail. I wish this artist had gone with maybe more of a stark. If they had gone, like, you see some of those red hues in the bottom left corner of this image. If this artist had used that kind of red, like dark pinks, that would make the light pink of the Screamtail pop more. And I understand what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, wait a minute, Cactus. The Screamtail, the hair thing is a darker maroon color, and you're absolutely correct. So I think they would have to go with like a dark color to make the Screamtail pop so much more. Wow, Chocolate really hates this. I don't think it's that bad. Do I think it goes down to... Okay, I don't think it goes down to D tier. Because I still think they did I don't know. The Screamtail, I think they did a really good job with, though. I'm gonna put it in low C tier. I'm putting it below the masks. But when I say that, I want to tell you, it's low C tier. Like, this is on the cusp of being D tier for me. Okay, so I put it to the right side of the masks here. Okay? Chocolate's like, fine, C, split the difference. Yeah, all right. Oh, here's your Chocolate. Here's your Greninja. You guys, and some of you guys in chat were talking about. Well, okay, not the SIR Greninja, but this is the full art Terra type Greninja. Starts off. Let's start it off the C level. Does it go up to B? I think it might go up to B. It doesn't go down. I'm not a huge fan. I know some people like. Some of my friends and I have chatted in PBM's Discord about the Terra type crowns. Some of us are not a fan of. Some of them it depends on the Pokemon. For Greninja, I think it's like, I think I can push. I mean, I feel like it pushes up to B. It's good enough for it, but it doesn't go any higher. What the hell? Trash? What are you saying? Trash? No, I'm not saying trash for this. Did I say trash? I didn't mean that. If I said trash for Greninja, no. Oh well, if Hitmonlee, I know some people just don't like the crowns for Terra type. If that's what got you bent out of shape. But I'm gonna put Greninja in the B tier. I think I'm gonna put him. I think I'm gonna put him. I don't think he's better than Palafin. He's low B tier for me, guys. Yeah. All right. Okay, so this is the... Help me out here. This is the metal worker. The cornerstone mask Ogerpon. There we go. Trust me, I'll remember these, because as I pull these cards more and more, when I open up the set with you guys on the channel, I'll get to know this name, I promise. Or all these names, I promise. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, nah. I was saying it was trash to me. Oh, okay. I like this one. Okay. I saw this pulled when I was with Albino. This was his special big hit out of his box from Mask of Change. So, neither of us got lucky enough for this, for our boxes to have an SIR in it. But I saw him pull this, and I actually like this up with the fire type. So I'm going to put it wedged in here. So I actually like it more than the other two, but a little bit less than the fire. So I'm going to put him right in there. All right. The more these masks I see, I like less of each of them. Yeah, that's what kind of bummed me out about this set, is that there's so much emphasis on the masks. I mean, literally the Japanese set is called Mask of Change, but yeah, I know. I understand people being a little bummed out. The Dragapult. From what I understand, this is going to be a good value card. This card's going to be playable, as I think players are going to experiment with dragon decks. That's why the value of that Lance Trainer card has gone up. So I think this card and its other versions will see some playtime. Yeah. Do I think it's better than a C tier? Absolutely. Do I think it's better than a B tier into A tier? No, I don't know. I have a hard time, guys, pushing any full art into A tier. I really do. I do like the colors. Yeah, I agree with that. I do like the I do like the red of the crown because what is that? Is it terrestrialized darkness type, right? Because that's why it has like the bat wings. I actually think that really is a cool. That was a cool choice, and it really helps the whole thing pop. I do like that. I think I'm gonna put it up in B tier. I like how you guys are definitely making me rethink. I think it actually goes above the Sunflora. Does it go above the Applin? I don't know. I think it goes right in here. I'm gonna slot it right in there, above the Sunflora, but right below the Diplin. I'm sorry, the Diplin. And actually, I think I gotta move the Torkoal down a little bit into mid rank B. I'm moving that down a little bit. Yeah, I feel better about that now. Okay. Dragon Terra type? Ah, okay, so it's Dragon and it's Dragon Terra type. So it's just standard Terra type. Okay. Alright. Oh, guys, we pulled this today. We pulled this today out of the members box, the Mask of Change box here on the channel. So I saw this in person. I thought this was actually a really great full art. And it was, in Japanese, it was the most valuable full art of the set. I really like the colors of this. If the effect that they have, like, it's like almost like a bubble background, like these circles background, if they're able to get that texture on the English card, I mean, probably not, but if they're able to get that same kind of texture on this full art, I think it looks really good, actually. These kind of bubblegum pinks and just like there's a little bit of cream mixed in with the white. It's mostly very stark white, like very, very, yeah, very pretty blissy, right? So, I definitely have a little bit of a... I give it a little bit of an edge because I've seen it here in person. So, I'm going to put it up in B tier with our friend Dragapult. I'm going to put it right below because I think it's pretty high up there. I do like it a lot. Alright. I like it a lot. Blood Moon Ursaluna. We're getting into the Blood Moons, and then right after this we have the full art trainers, and then we'll get into the SARs. Now, the Blood Moon Ursaluna, I think if this card works out, it's going to be very playable. I don't know if I like the color background. I think they didn't... I don't know if... I feel like the Pokemon got washed out. Does anyone else feel that way? That the Ursaluna almost got washed out by the color of the back? It's almost like the dark color actually did a disservice to it. Or maybe that the Ursaluna, like, they didn't use enough of a richer brown color or like a richer, like, grayish color for the rest of his fur. It's all right, but it could be better with another color back. Yeah, that's what I'm. I mean, I do like the background color, but I think it was a bad choice for this particular Pokemon. That's all. Like, if they had used this color for that Screamtail, then that Screamtail would have gone up to B tier easily. So, guys, for me, I'm gonna put it. All right, this is going to be controversial because I think that was a big misstep with this. And I do like Blood Moon Ursaluna, so I don't want to... But I think that was a big misstep. And I think this is D tier for me. I know some people are going to be like, oh, you're off your rocker. I get it. But I think that was a mistake. And to me, that was a big mistake. So I'm punishing it and putting it in D tier for me. And people are going to probably be like, what? What? But yeah. All right, so we got the bald guy. Bald guy, which could be me in a couple years because I'm losing my hair. Caretaker? Oh, like from the the OG games. Is this like the guy that would look after my Pokemon at the daycare? Saitama as a Pokemon trainer, S tier. Yeah. Let me see. How do I feel about this guy? I like the background. I like the books. The background also isn't a flat background. They could have been lazy and just done like, oh, he's standing in front of some bookcases. But no, if you look at the background, there's a bookcase, sure, but like there's like an awning with the built-in the canned lighting, the canned lights. There's also more of a background behind it. There's like a cart, like a utility cart back there with, it looks like also like maybe like a classroom chalkboard or something, or like on a dry erase board or something. I'm gonna give it B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna give it B tier. It's better than a C, but I'm gonna put it low B tier down here with Greninja, because there's nothing outstanding. So, yeah. But I'll give it props. Ooh. I like her a lot. Even the full art, I like her a lot. I like her a lot. We got the waifu tax. I'm putting her up here with kind of mid A tier. With like Tatsugiri. I really like Carmine a lot. I know her color. I know the color of her hair is kind of weird. Like on the top layer of her hair is like that, like a very dark, like it's like a black or like a very dark blue shade. And then underneath her hair is like that red color, but it kind of gives it this kind of cool pop. And then her outfit's great. Her pose is great. The background with like the mountains and everything, and the detail. Like, I mean, even look at the detail of like the sand and rocks on the ground, and like the little dried out bushes ahead of her, like right by that rock in the bottom left corner. She's only a student cactus. I know. Don't worry. I don't got those kind of feelings for her. Now we have the next one, who is another Manfu. I don't have the. I should have had like a written list in front of me so I know, so I don't feel like a complete nincompoop. But who is this guy? I know I ran into a couple times in the school. I wasn't a fan. He kind of annoyed me. Hassel. All right. Well, he was a hassle, so that's actually the name is fitting. So he's a hassle to deal with. And people were like, "Well, he's just a teacher. He like you only talked to him a couple times." I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't like him. I don't know. He seems like one of those pretentious guys." And I know you're gonna say, it's only a Pokemon game. He's probably fine. But he looks like one of those pretentious, like, guys, people in real life that would just be, like, all up in their own farts. Alright. So, let's go to the next one. Oh, sorry. Let's put him... I didn't put him in a rank. I'm gonna put him below Ursaluna, okay? I don't like him. He's not an F tier, but I'm not gonna fail him, okay? Now we have Kieran. This I remember. Yeah, Kieran. So this I remember is Carmine's little brother, right? So I gotta give Kieran props. Is he A tier? I don't know. I feel like he's not low B tier with the caretaker, because I like the colors. I like the park benches and the detail of the grass and the colors, and the angle of the camera again is kind of twisted. So the camera angle could have been like a boring flat angle with like him, like the person taking the picture head on. But no, like the person did a cool thing where they kind of tilted their camera a little bit, like the artist tilted the camera, the frame. So I'm gonna put him up here with the Applin. I kind of like him up here with the Applin in B tier, upper B tier, right there. You see it? Right there? Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Ah, this is Lana, right? Although, why is it Lana's, like, something? Is it Lana's fishing rod or Lana's fishing pole or something? Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. I'm definitely putting her A tier. But I don't think she's better than Carmine. So I put her up here right next to Carmine because I think they're sisters. Because I think the artwork's great. I love the kind of beachy background. I love the detail of, like, the stuff on her waistband. Like, you can see, like, she's got, like, a little, like, is that, like a little, like a butterfly, like, keychain icon, like, thing on her waistband. And then they also did really good detail on her bamboo fishing rod. Lana's determination. Is that what it is, Kimberly? That's probably right. Like, next time, I swear, I promise I'll try to be better about getting the English translations in advance for these. I like it. So she goes A tier with Carmine. And then we have another Manfu. Is this Lucian? Is this Lucian? I feel. Lucian. Lucian. Really nice purple hair. I'm jealous of it. Got a really nice luscious hair. I actually like the colors of him too. I like the red suit. Really pops. And there's almost like a... So like they did like a purple also for the background to match kind of like his hair. And normally that might kind of annoy me because they're all kind of the same. Oh, Lana's assistants. Okay. like normally if a lot of stuff in the background's the same color, that might have annoyed me, but it kind of works here for him. Oh, you did a Google search. Okay, got you. I'm gonna give this. I don't know if it's up there with the Kieran though. The Kieran did a really good job with all the colors. I'm not sure if I'm sold yet on all the colors for this gentleman here. I'm gonna put it maybe right below the Blissey. So he's middle B tier. Right in there. Yeah, I feel good about that. Right in the middle of B tier. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, Perrin. Love her. Love the colors. Love the camera. They even got the reflection of the lens. I still have my DSLR. I mean, you guys are watching me through a DSLR camera right now. So she got the artist got the reflection right on like how the reflection, the reflectiveness of the lens is on a DSLR camera. Like that looks really good. Like I look for details like that. So, her eyes look really good. Like her pants details look really good, like on her belt and everything. Even the strap, the strap for her camera looks good. I just like how the background's also kind of painterly, almost like pointillism. In painting, there's a technique called pointillism where you use more points. Now, I know that's not what the artist used here, but for a split second, it kind of reminded me of that feeling. This isn't the one that pairs with a Growlithe, but is really nice. Exactly. So, I'm going to put it up. I think I like this Perrin almost a little bit more than the Carmine. And I really like the Carmine full art, but I think the Perrin edges it out by a hair, like a tiny amount. So, let's keep going. Guys, I think we're starting to get into the SARs here. So this is where we got to talk more about, okay, does it deserve to be an S tier as we get into these SARs? Here we go. And I know people are going to be very opinionated about these SARs. So, okay, this is the Sinistra illustration rare. Special illustration rare. For English, that's called the SAR. I know in Japanese it's SAR, but I don't think this is S tier. I'm not really a big... I think a little over a week ago, PokeRev opened up one of these boxes, Mask of Change, and he pulled this. And I got a good look at it in his footage. And hold on, I gotta blow the nose again, hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me one more second. I don't want to go back to like talking to you on camera and be like, "Hi, I got a big boogie in my mustache hair." Anyway, this might be controversial for people who are fans of most SARs, but I do agree. I do see some of you chiming in the chat. My gut is telling me I'm putting it in upper. I don't even know. I don't even think it's better than some of these C tiers. Like, I think it almost goes with its, like, art rare. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm going to pair it with its art rare and C tier. Because, okay, I was mentioning PokeRev before I blew the nose again, my schnoz. That, I saw him kind of looking at this card, and in the camera, it looked a little too dark for me, even then. So, I just... so many things could have been... No, yeah, not A. I'm not doing... No, this is a C tier for me, Luna. C tier. So this one has been dubbed Green Tea by PokeSearch. That's good. I like that. I think if I pull this... I mean, look, I'll be happy with any SIR I pull because SIRs have been getting so tough to pull. Like... man. So, I mean, will I be happy? Like, will I be super happy if I pull this? No, because I'll be like, damn, I wish I had gotten, like, the Perrin or something else. But let's keep going. Okay, so some of these masks, I feel like I gotta tell you guys, I don't think any of these masks, maybe this is being too aggressive, but I feel like none of these masks deserve to be put in S tier because they feel a little bit too easy to me. They just feel like, oh, we just put the mask and we just put some fancy colors on it. Like they look kind of cool, but they just feel also lazy to me. These SARs feel a little lazy to me. I feel like I'm gonna put most of these on like bottom rank of B. Like, I don't think they're bad, but I'm gonna start putting these in B rank, like at the end of B. And if there's a reason why I can put them higher, I'll put them higher, guys. But I feel like I gotta take a lot of strikes against the artists or artist. Maybe there's one artist who did all 4 of these. This just feels lazy to me. Okay, you guys are being more harsh. Okay, you guys want me to put it, you're like, no, Cactus, like, be aggressive. Be aggressive and put it lower. But Top Champion's like, no, Cactus, more aggressive. We're going from C to D to F. Like, okay. I'm gonna be nice and just keep him in B tier for now. Maybe I'll revisit this list after the stream and I'd be like, you know what? You guys were right. Let's put this lower. You know, so we'll see. Again, let's go through these masks a little more quickly. Okay, I'm gonna put it, maybe it'll end up being in the same order I had for the C tier, but I'm gonna keep them in B tier. I don't know. I'm just not like, I don't know. You know what, guys? I am gonna do it. I'm not a fan of these. I'm not. I really feel like this was kind of a cop-out. Okay, again, spoiler alert. I didn't watch most of Leonhardt's video. I watched like a few minutes. I skimmed pretty much most of it. I did watch Unlisted Leafs, and he pulled this card. It looked pretty, but again, let's put that down there, and we're gonna move. We're gonna skim through these a little fast, like I said. Team Pokemon's popping in here. Team Pokemon, welcome in. Oh, okay. So that's weird. So they skip, because of the Pokemon typing, they skip the other SAR in the numbering system for English, and it's gonna be the Greninja. The Greninja is pretty dope because it's pretty insane. Ooh, see, this is where I'm gonna differ with some of you guys. I don't know if okay, I see why you guys are definitely like S tier. I see it, I do. But for me, I think it's almost like too much, like, it's like a vomit of color. It's like Jackson Pollock, like someone put like a Jackson Pollock painting in like a paint sprayer and was just like, and then let's put the Greninja in there. Like, that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to it. I do like it, it's very cool, but I'm gonna put it high A tier because, I'm gonna put it right below. No, I'll put it right with Infernape, right in there. I'm sorry, guys. I know some people are really excited for this, and you should be, because it does look amazing. I just think it was it came on a little too strong, you know? That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. So, he's wearing a different crown, so a different version of Terrestrialize. Yeah, So, that's all, guys. That's all. But again, welcome in, Team Pokemon, by the way. Hope you're having a good, Friday. Get ready for the weekend, which has started. Top Champion's gonna come in here and be like, yo, Cactus, I remember what this is, you dingus. I'm gonna call it the Metal Maker Ogre Pond. Yeah, we're gonna put this in D tier with the rest. Don't get it twisted. All right. All right. Now let's keep. We're gonna move on. I saw Pokeballer Mike pull this. Pokezone and Ben, he's not in here. I think he's still doing stuff with the family today. But I'm putting this up there, guys. It goes into S tier for me, guys. S tier. I've seen this card. I think it's going to be... So I've seen it, again, on PBM. and Pokézone and Ben pulled it on the Discord. It looked fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The great story to it, great colors, great composition. Look at all the detail of like the trunk and like the honey, the golden honey. It looks appetizing to me, and it's a freaking card art, for God's sakes. I would go in there and be like, ah. The little Teddy Ursa's in there. Just the way even like the honey is like glopping around like in his paws and everything. Just and even in the background, you can see in like there's like a little bit of a misty hazy effect, and you can see there's more Teddy Ursas playing like in the field of flowers or wildflowers in the background. Like just all that stuff. I pick up on that stuff. I notice it. And then in the top right corner are those cutie flies, right? So like great stuff. You know, I almost wish there was like a combi hidden in there somewhere, you know? That would have been funny. So, yeah. Yeah, the Munchlax. Again, that's funny. It's funny. So, and they did a great job. I mean, look, even the texture on the tree bark. Ugh. A+. That pushes it into S+ tier. All right. Let's go. Come on. Do you have to ask me where I'm gonna put this? I've told you it's my chase card, like one of my top chases. Okay, this is probably gonna be like, if I had to guess, you guys, this is probably gonna be like the Iono SAR of Twilight Masquerade. I don't know if it's gonna hold that much as much value as the Iono, because the Iono to this day is still pretty playable. So I don't know if that'll affect Carmine's value, but I think that this SAR waifu is like the Iono of this set. So, yeah. And I hope she has a decent difficulty rate to pull. That'll make it more valuable, like, and more sought after, because the colors are so good on this. The detail of the yakisoba noodles and the egg that she's eating, and she's having a candied apple. And like, look at the background. Like, it's blurred out on purpose, so like the camera's focus is on her. Like, but you can see that there's like the festival and there's fireworks like going off in the background. You can see like the sparks, like the fire, like the effect. Mega S tier by far. Okay. Yeah. So we all get that. Yeah, she's at the festival. Exactly, right? So it's so good. So good. And her brother Kieran. Where's this gonna go? This is also S tier for me. Do I think it's better than the Blood Moon Ursaluna? I don't know. I feel like I almost like the colors more. I gotta go. Have a great night, guys. Hitmonlee, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't see you on Sunday. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put the Carmine and her brother Kira next to each other. I want to tell you guys though, I feel like the Ursaluna might be slightly better than Kieran, but I feel like I'm putting those two next to each other so it kind of like they're in tandem with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll probably see you, but thanks. Oh yeah. Hitmonlee, I'll see you then. But yeah, have a great weekend. So we're getting towards the final, like we got 7 more guys, 8 more. We're getting down towards the gold stuff too coming up. Here's Lana again. Now, I feel like this is a divisive card. Is it good enough to be an S tier? Some people don't even like it enough to put in A tier. They're kind of very feeling mixed about it. Like, they don't like the style for an SAR. It was too basic. It could have done more. Like, because really all you have in this picture is Lana with, like, is that the core fish? And then there's the surskits or surskits? You know, the little water striders, like the water spiders. And then there's just some basic rocks. There's a little rope bridge in the background, the far background. You see it back there. And, you know, she's just, I don't know, having fun at the riverbank here. I'm going to put it, I think it'll be a great SAR. I think people will be happy to pull this if they get a box and they pull this. Even if it's not the most valuable, I still think like people will be like, oh, we got the Lana, nice, okay. So I think people are pretty excited about this card. So I'm gonna actually put it in A tier with her full art. I want to say, I think her full art is a tiny bit, do I put it, I almost think like her full art is a tiny bit better, but that's not to say that the SIR is bad. I'm still putting it in A tier, but yeah, I like it. Yeah, you like it. That SIR is lame, says Top Champion. It's lame. Yeah, I'm still giving it high marks because I think I have to give it a chance in person. So maybe it won't look as good in person, and I'll be like, nah, this is like B tier. So I don't know. Maybe in my head later on, I'll be like, nah, I changed my list. She's off the list. And guys, here we go. Pokeballer Mike, what do you think about this this next SIR here? What do you think?
What do we got? Oh, baby! Let's go, bro!
Ooh. Ooh. S tier. Yeah. S tier. If you don't say S tier, get out my house. If you don't say S tier for the Perrin, I don't know. For the Perrin, okay, and of course, as we know, you can see the Hisuian Growlithe in the camera lens. Everyone knows about that at this point. You know, who doesn't, unless you've been living under a rock. But yeah, we're gonna put it up in S tier right next to Hisuian Growlithe, right? Right up there with her. Because it just makes sense. Now she's home. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love it so much. I do. Alright. I don't think I need to explain that to you guys, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Let's go after Perrin. We're getting into the golds. Okay, guys, again, with golds, just like full arts, I started at C rank. If it's not good enough to get into B rank, it'll stay C. If it's worse than C, I'll move it down, obviously. I feel like I'm gonna go through these golds pretty quick because we're getting towards the end here, and it's getting almost to 9 o'clock. You guys, some of you guys might be tired or might want to go watch a movie or watch a TV show to start winding down. I'm gonna say. I'm so conflicted here, you guys. I almost want to... Okay, I'm going to be controversial. You are our TV show, Cactus. Oh, I am your TV show. Oh, Mewtwo, by the way, welcome in. I don't think I shouted you out earlier. I didn't see you pop in. But Mewtwo, welcome in. We're getting toward the end here, though, Mewtwo. So, okay. I think I've given some gold tiers in the past, Ds and Fs, because it really actually sometimes is not as good, or it's sometimes almost even worse. So I'm sorry, but I think I gotta put it in F tier. I'm not that hurts me to do it, but I think so. Ursaluna. Blood Moon Ursaluna Gold. You know what? Ironically, I almost feel like this pops better than the full art. But by much, I don't know. Or you know what? Hold on. Was that Ogerpon? Was that too hasty? I feel like the... No. You know what? I'll put it D tier. I'll put it D tier. Maybe that was too hasty to put it F tier. Alright. Ursaluna Gold. I'll put it above the full art because I like it a little bit more. But I still feel like it was a misstep. Okay. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Who was talking about this earlier? Somebody mentioned this. Buddy Buddy Poffin. This is very playable, but it's just the Buddy Buddy Poffin. It's an item card, so I don't know if, again, like how do I grade some of these item cards for frick's sake? For frick's sake, guys, what do I do? Buddy Buddy Poffin. What do I do? What do I do, Luna? What do I do? What grade for the Buddy Buddy Poffin? Top Champion says C. Kimberly says, or Kimberly, you might, was that B? Oh, maybe that B was for Ursaluna. The Buddy Buddy Poffin. It's a very playable card, by the way, especially in a deck like if you're doing Charizard, the Charizard EX deck. You gotta have Buddy Buddy Poffin and to get your Charmanders out on the board, which basically replaced the Battle VIP Pass. C for this one? Okay, we're gonna go C. Got it. We're gonna go C. What about, is this Crushing Hammer? I mean, in terms of how cool the card is, I'd say F, but it's such a wasteful card and the most OP deck. Yeah, it is. It is. Yep. Crushing Hammer. I've only ever gone against a person who played this, like, I couldn't count it. No more than the fingers on my hand, so only a couple times. You're right. I think I'm gonna go safe and keep these C too, Kimberly. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're winding down to 2 more. We got the rescue board. This I see still a bunch of people use, like, for certain decks where they gotta switch things out more easily in case something, like, in case their opponent's doing something. So, or if they just need to, or if they're doing the stall deck, like the Snorlax deck. I think I've seen the Snorlax deck use the rescue board. So, I think I'm going to put that C too, guys. I feel like a lot of the rest of these items just basically are generic, and they're just going to go in C. And the last but not least for our set coming up. So the last major special art rare for Twilight Masquerade is the gold Illuminous Energy. I believe this is Illuminous Energy. And I think I can't really argue for it to be any higher. I mean, Kimberly, I see where you're going with B, but and I think maybe in person could be amazing. Or does it deserve to go up to low B tier? Maybe. I feel like I'm going to talk myself into it because I've seen so many gold energies that do look amazing. And this gold luminous energy with like the hollow and that kind of background pattern with all the different energy colors and everything, it's probably going to look really good. You know what? I think I will put it in B tier, but it's going to be right below Caretaker. So right at the bottom there. So, all right. So as you guys can see here, you can see my whole list. We got our S tier, we got A tier, we got my B tier, we got the C tier, we got D tier. Of all the golds, it's the best looking. Yeah, it's definitely high up there. We got the D tier down there, and of course, we only put 2 in the F tier this time. I actually thought there was going to be more for this set, honestly. Maybe I was too kind with the Ogre Pawns, but I mean, guys, let's look over the whole set real quick. So these are all the major hits. Look how the Ogre Pawn is, so, and like the Sinistra, and some of these like are really mid. Like if you pull like some of these, you're gonna be like, oh damn, I wish I'd gotten. You're really hoping for like these ones. You're really aiming for these, which you're gonna say, well, Cactus, that's the whole point of all these sets. That's why we have chases, because we want the better ones. And yes, absolutely. But I mean, when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including the gold card, are just the face Pokemon. I don't know. I feel like that's a little upsetting. I think this deck, I wish there had been like another half limited set for this Twilight Masquerade, but there's not. So unfortunately, we're basically gonna have to wrap it up here and call it a night. And if you guys have anything else you want to ask, let me know now before I close out. But let me go to full screen here. So, yeah, guys, thank you for coming to another art ranking stream. We did Twilight Masquerade, which the pre-release, can you imagine, is already starting this weekend. Somebody in the chat, I forget who was earlier, or it was maybe the previous stream with the members-only stream. But some people are already going to a midnight pre-release tonight. So the pre-release for Twilight Masquerade is already happening this weekend. I know my nephew should be at one tomorrow, so I'm going to ask him to give me some feedback, but this is insane. And I hope you guys, if you do get this set, if you go in on it, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get the chases that you want, like some of these really beautiful cards. And like that, we will be getting a case in on this channel. I'm also planning to open up some when I go to Card Party. I'm going to try to do a stream at Card Party and open up some there. Open up some while I'm there with some of the other legends in the community, like PBM and a few other people. You know them. You've seen them in chat, like Luna and everybody. So, like that, you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking my channel, watching my videos, watching this stream, all my other streams, all that good stuff. And I do enjoy doing these and just chilling with you guys. I hope you had a good time. And we'll be doing this again for the next future set, whenever that is. And the last thing I have to say is, if I don't see you in 2 days on Sunday, we will be opening up. I believe the community is telling me. I kind of put up a little poll asking what should we do, and because originally I had on the schedule for myself, I was going to do Silver Tempest this weekend, but it looks like people are. I think right now the voting is putting Paldean Fates, the 4-pack tins, ahead in the voting, so we'll see. But if I don't see you on Sunday, have a great weekend, and possibly maybe I'll see you next week. But have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to everybody. My mom celebrated her birthday the other day. But, yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I wish you all the best. And like that.